Hello, everybody. Tamara here. Welcome back from a hopefully long and maybe rested weekend. I don't know about you, but I took a little bit of much needed time off, and it was actually, let me take my glasses so I can see. It was actually really good to get away. And actually, believe it or not, I think for 2.5 days, I did not open my laptop, which for me is kind of unheard of. So I hope that you did the same thing as well. But now it's Wednesday and we're back at it. So this week, we're going to talk about the 3 keys to success. And the hint that I gave earlier was they all start with I. I'm guessing that you probably know what those 3 are. But the reason I actually wanted to bring them forward is because what I wanted us to think about is a more expansive view of innovation and more importantly, actually more specifically, what it means to be a strong innovator and a strong leader. So that's what I want to talk about today. While I share a little bit of what we're going over, hey, I see you all out there watching, so say hello in the chat bar or comment section so that I know that you're here. I'd love to know who's with me and where you are. And then when people come back and watch, they'll know and see all these incredible innovators and leaders from across the globe. And as I always say, it's really just as much about your minds as it is about mine. Let me get some coffee. It's probably not obvious, but I actually need more coffee. Okay. All right. Hey, Kirby, good to see you. Good to see you on here. All right. Let's dig into the 3 keys to success. Now, before I dig in, let me tell you what these keys aren't so that you understand what they are. Hey, Carolyn, good to see you as well. So the 3 keys to success are not the, oh my gosh, if I just do this one thing every single day, my entire world will transform within 24 hours. It's not that type of fly-by-night, promise too much thing that you see online, right? We see that all the time. These are the 3 keys that actually allow us to be strong leaders and leaders. So that's what we're talking about, the 3 keys to success. All right, I'm going to dig into them because they all start with I. And I think you will not be surprised if you've been with me for a while what they are. The 3 keys are innovation, influence, and impact. Innovation, influence, and impact. Those are really the 3 things that we need to be strong leaders and strong innovators. That's why the title of the workshop that we have coming up is how to ignite innovation, how to influence others, and how to lead strong, right? That's the impact side. Those 3 combined. And what I often see, particularly when times are stressful, is that we tend to focus on one of them, but not all 3 of them. And we need all 3 to be successful. So today's burst of innovation is really what I'm hoping is about opening up your mind to really to expand your lens of innovation and to be able to drive the value and the impact that you're looking for. And what I'm gonna give you a little bit of a teaser. It's kind of like when you go to the movies and they show you almost the end of the movie and you're like, but how do you get there? I want to give you a little teaser of what I'm going to ask you to do. And that is at the end, I want you to pick one thing in your world that you can do in each of the 3 I'm going to talk to you about: innovation, influence, and impact. Got it? Okay. So the first one I want to talk about, I wrote some stuff down, is innovation. I'm going to write this down. Innovation is all about thinking differently. As you know, our definition at Launch Street, if you haven't heard this before, I would write this down. Innovation is thinking differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. And that advantage could be a better way to solve something. It could be an improved process. It could be a new product, a new customer. It could be a better way to get something done. It could be a shortcut that just has incredible results for you. But the point is thinking differently about what's right in front of you. That is an incredible key to success. And if we all just took a moment and looked at the examples and the stories around us, I think we would find that those that are thinking differently about what's right in front of them, the challenges, the opportunities, the threats, the changes, those are the ones that we're seeing starting to win in all this craziness. It's those that are driving innovation in their own world. I'll give you an example. Hold on, I got to pull up the name of the company because I don't want to mess it up for them. I would feel bad. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Hold on. It's in my slides. Hold on. I think it's, okay, here it is. Sorry, this is a slide from a keynote, but I really want to show this to you because I really think this is a great example. And like I said, don't want to mess up the company name. Okay, so this company is called Avid for Adventure. I don't know if you can see it on there. Probably not. I don't know how well my screen picks stuff up. Okay, Avid for Adventure. So this was an outdoor company that brought the experience of the outdoors, fun, engagement, and passion to the outdoors, to brought kids out, right? So they did all these, if you look at all their photos from 2019, they're all kids outdoors doing adventures. Well, they can't do that now. But they, to me, are a brilliant job of innovating, or as I've talked about before, jumping the curve. Guess what they're doing now? They're taking that benefit they provide of bringing fun, engagement, and passion, but you know what they're doing? Learning pods to support at-home education. That is a brilliant example of number one key to success, being an innovator, having an innovative mindset. This is about having a lens of innovation that allows you to solve those sticky challenges and unearth new opportunities. So that's number one, right? It's the mindset. It's the lens of innovation that you carry around with you all day, every day, that allows you to solve the sticky challenges and unearth new opportunities that, oh, by the way, are most likely hiding in plain sight. They're usually actually right in front of you, right? This is about coming up with all of those solutions and ideas. But we all know that an idea is only as good as your ability to do something with it, which is why the second key to success is influence, okay? Second key to success is influence. And influence is all about communication. Influence is all about presentation. It's all about that connection. It's about getting others to buy in for your ideas. It's about getting them along for the journey. As someone said to me the other day, as I was traveling back from Lake Tahoe, they said, you know, what I like to do is I like to plant seeds that get people to go through their own thinking process to come to a conclusion that gets us all moving forward. And what they were saying, the example they shared, unfortunately, was confidential, but the example they shared really brought to life of how important that influence is. It's not about pushing your ideas. It's not about shoving them down other people's throats. Influence is about planting those seeds with other people so that they can get on the journey themselves and get to their own conclusions and bring that to the table in an innovative way. And it's about other people, getting other people on board for the journey with you. How many times have you had a brilliant idea to only get shut down because the people on the other side of the table simply didn't see it? It's why we spend so much time in the Everyday Innovators Tribe, not just talking about how to have those ideas, but also how to communicate them, how to get buy-in, how to connect, how to get legacy thinkers on board with change. That's why, because number two in the keys to success is all about influence, communicating. And by the way, while you're doing that, you're not just influencing their decisions. Guess what else you're influencing? Do you know what it is? Their ability to innovate. You're getting them to be more innovative with you. You're igniting innovation in them. That's part of influence. And I think what's so important for us to recognize is not only are we doers of innovation, but guess what? We are enablers of innovation. To be a strong innovator and leader, the key to success is not just getting yourself to be innovative, but to get those around you to be innovative as well. I know we have all felt it when the solution, idea, whatever that innovation is from, success, key to success number one, when we've been working so hard and we know it's close, we know it's the right direction, yet we get shut down because the people on the other side of the table simply don't see it. That's why we want to work on our innovation. That's why language of innovation, there's a whole rhythm and a whole language to it as well. And in fact, in a past burst, I don't have it up, so I can't show it to you. You can go look on our website. We did a whole thing on the language of innovation, how to talk in a way that gets buy-in. We spend so much time in the tribe on that because it's so important. Okay, number three, you can tell I just dropped my thing, is impact. Okay, these are the three keys right here. Take this screenshot. I'll smile for a minute so you can. Innovation, influence, sometimes I crack myself up, and impact. Those are the three keys to success in today's world. And here's what impact is all about. Impact is all about the value that you bring. It's about the value that you create in yourself and in those around you. It's about being that indispensable team member. It's about raising others' game as well. I like to think of impact as almost, in some ways, it's the output of innovation and influence. Maybe an equation, I'm not sure is a better way to do it, where like innovation plus influence equals impact. Maybe that's the way we need to do this, because in fact, I'm going to write that down right now, because really, at the end of the day, the impact is your ripple effect out. It is not just your legacy in the past tense, but the ability to guide decisions and actions and to help you and the people around you shift and adapt and change in this crazy time. Here's my question to you. We've got 3 keys here: innovation, influence, and impact. What's one thing that you can do today to dial those up? Remember I said in the beginning, I'm going to ask you, what's one thing in each of those? What's one in innovation that you can do? How can you think differently about something? What's one different way you can think about how you communicate and influence? And what's one way you can think differently about your impact or an action that you can take? I'm going to write this down as an equation as you tell me that, because I actually think it's an equation now that I'm talking out loud. But you are telling me what's one thing. Okay. Innovation, influence, impact. I want you to start really getting into the mindset of, if I really focus on those 3s, I can make major change happen. I can turn uncertainty into opportunity. I can help those around me manage change better. Here's the thing. We're all super stressed right now, whether we realize it or not. Most of us, not all, that's not fair to say. Most of us are super stressed. There's this underlying current of stress happening for all of us. So we're not even always seeing that we're not driving all these 3 areas. And those of us on here who know it, it's our job to dial all of that up. Innovation, thinking differently, having a mindset and an open lens of innovation so that we can always solve our sticky challenges and find those opportunities hiding in plain sight. Influence, how we communicate, how we present, how we connect with others, how we ignite innovation in other people, and then impact, how we make ourselves super valuable and those around us super valuable. I wrote it as an equation because I feel like maybe that's the slide that you should take a picture of. Okay, so I'm going to put this on so I can do it. All right, so this is a great one. Innovate. Ask what others can do to strengthen the ideas presented, right? We know, I love that. Oftentimes we present ideas and force people into a yes or no vote, up or down. But what I want to see is us saying to people exactly what we said here. How do you strengthen this? It gets people on board for the journey with you. I love it. Influence, getting others to use the language of innovation from what I've learned here. Woo! Love that too. You know it. Here's a great thing about that, by the way, is when we start teaching others, when we become enablers, we help everybody move forward faster and stronger and with less stress and with less overwhelm and with less worry. It actually makes it easier for us because we have this common language, this common understanding of innovation and way to move in a way that actually works better. So how awesome is that? All right. Impact. Mia says impact. In today's uncertain times, companies are looking for more value. Yes, from vendors and agencies alike. It's time to really shine and deliver that added value. Yes. And here's the thing I'd say about that, Mia. I love that you said that. Oftentimes, in good times, it's easy to become order takers, because in any situation, anytime, to any of our clients, right? It's easy to just do what we're supposed to do. Things are good. We don't have to worry about it as much. But when things are as uncertain or challenging or unstable as they are now, we've got to figure out ways to help them see around, under, through the brick wall, because they're dealing with it as much as we are. These are so great. I really want you thinking about this. Now I'm going to change it from keys to equation. You guys got me. See, we innovated on the spot right here. So great. Innovation plus influence to impact. All 3, thinking about all 3 and having that lens of all 3 matter. They matter in helping us be stronger leaders and innovators. It is the key to our success and the key to success in those around us. I want to leave you with a quote that I heard that I then massaged a little bit, but I think is so appropriate for the times we're in. The quote said this in this article, basically said, stability breeds complacency. Instability breeds innovation and resilience. So stability breeds complacency, right? We do what we've always done. Maybe we do efficiency. Maybe we just keep going. We put one foot in front of the other because we can. Everything's stable. We don't have to worry. But instability, like we're in now, actually breeds resilience and innovation. Think about that for a second. How cool is that? Resilience and innovation. So, while I would never wish this on any of us, obviously, change and instability actually can be a really positive force if we leverage it that way. It's the opportunity. It forces us into innovation and also into resilience. I think both are an important side of the coin. All right. That was today's burst of innovation. Thank you so much for being here. I apologize to anyone who showed up Monday and was like, where's the burst of innovation tomorrow? Because it was Labor Day. I didn't do it because it was a holiday. I figured none of you would be here too. Yes, I am always the optimist. Do you know what I am? Here's what I realized. I'm the opportunist. And I don't mean that in a snake oil way. I mean that in my way of seeing the positivity is going, how do we leverage this for the better? How do we turn this into something that strengthens us all and is for the better? So I think you're right. I am an optimist and an opportunist in a good way. It kind of sounds bad when you say it out loud, but it really isn't a good way. So, okay, now here's the last thing I want to leave you with. I know a lot of you have teams that you lead or clients that you serve or bosses that you're trying to impress and get your voice heard. When you are going through your day with them, I want you to think about, how am I driving innovation? How am I thinking differently? How am I driving influence? How am I connecting and how am I influencing and bringing other people on board for the journey? And how am I impacting? How am I using this to add value and to be indispensable and to help others add value? Those three things will get you further, faster, and even faster if you do it together, like we do on these bursts of innovation. Okay. Thank you for being here. So good. Oh yeah, here's another one I want to show up. Hold on. Innovation, try to focus more needs. Yes, on the needs. I think is what you're saying. Influence, listen more. Yes. Impact, getting more into what's in it for them. Yes. A great point in that, right? Is we talk about that in communication too. How do we let them see what's in it for them so they buy in more to our ideas as well? I'm glad you brought up listening. I know I said goodbye, but then this comment came up and now I have to riff for 1 minute. I know you brought up listening, which is so important. I think active listening is a lost art that we could all focus more on. And I don't mean that about anybody on here. I just mean that in general, you learn so much by listening and asking questions and digging deep, and that drives innovation in the end versus jumping to the solution too quickly. So, all right. Thank you. So good to see you all. I'll see you, if you're in the tribe, I will see you Friday for the Innovation Jam session. If you are not in the tribe, I will see you Monday for the next burst of innovation and anytime we pop up on Facebook. All right. See you next time. Thank you all. Oh, you're welcome.